Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. It was fortuitous that we finished the last town in the last episode because, well, an update released yesterday as I record this, I guess 2 days ago, the day that the last episode aired or released, that introduces a new Glade event, a bunch of UI UX changes, specifically a more improved, more precise tree marking tool, and balance changes and bug fixes. I'm not going to go through the patch notes line by line like I used to, as I mentioned before when we've done updates. Instead, I'm just pointing out that there's an update, and as we go through this episode, I will highlight what I can remember, to get most of the updates highlighted, at least the bigger ones. So let's get started. Last time we left off with a question of where do we want to go next. I think most people agreed with this Marshlands destination here next to the ancient battleground. We could do others, but I think that ought to be a good idea. We could do this Cursed Royal Woodlands next to this corrosive torrent, but if I go that way, then it takes me a little bit further from the gold seal, and I don't know that I want to do that because the other ones... Oh, actually, wait a minute. There's a new thing. Hold down Alt, and it tells you which direction the seals are in, which ones you can see, which ones they're in. So we should do that. We also have an open option for an open question for which upgrades to do next. So I think it was pretty unanimous to go toward the haulers. So we'll do that one. And that leaves us with a little bit of food stockpiles and machinery left. It would be nice to possibly be able to trade down some of that machinery for some artifacts, but that's okay. We're going to attempt to get some more artifacts this time by doing this event here at the Ancient Battleground. So we start with extra hostility, which is not going to be great, but then on the other hand, well, we know how to manage it. Mostly. So let's go ahead and jump into there. Plus we get that royal resupply, which will be useful for the end game. I think we talked about doing this one. I think this changed, didn't it? The extra 2 people are down here now? Yeah, this changed. Which is part of the reason why they want you to pick, or to start a new town with a new update, which is why, in this case, they auto-complete the town if you'd started one. So you get some extra stuff, some extra... Citadel resources, but you don't get to finish the town, and you may not get as many. I'm not sure. So let's go into this one, I think, because that's more people. That's 8 people with these 2, plus these 2, 7 versus 7 in each of these. However, let's see, cooked food, raw food, clay, raw food, crystallized dew, tools. That's interesting. 2 raw foods, coats, and the villagers. Yeah, I think this one's fine. And then we now can only get the 3 villagers for 2 points, but it's still worth it, at least until we get out of the settler minimum zone, the inner dark ring. So we're going to take that. We could take this farm for 5, but that would leave us with only 1 point left. They've increased the amount of wood you can take with you here from, I think, a base of 30 to a base of 40. So that's kind of handy, and I think we should probably take that because we're only starting with 11 people, so taking the extra wood might be useful, because I don't think we're going to be able to get 9 woodcutters to start the game. Either stone or clay, as always. I think, see, stone is on the ground here. Yeah, stone is on the ground here, so we could take the clay, it doesn't really matter. And then I think the rest will be food, 3 points worth of food. Sounds like a plan to me. 2 36s, and a 24. Do I want roots or eggs? Let's take the roots since we can get eggs on the ground. Although that doesn't really matter either. This also changed, the royal permit. It is now 1 to 2 points, I think, or maybe always 1 point. But it gives you 3 Cornerstone reroll charges, which makes it a bit more valuable, actually. Not that I reroll that often, but at least you get more than 1 reroll with your point spend. So I think they did that to try and entice people to take it more. And it's definitely a little bit more worth it now. Not that I'll necessarily ever take it, but I think it's worth it more now. So let's go ahead and get started, and as we get into the game, I think that was all the changes here on the world map. As we get into the game, we'll see some more changes made to the UI and other parts of the game here. The new event, the River Kelpie, we may or may not see. That's just going to be a random dumb luck because, well, it's a random glade event, so you never know. We never know if we're going to see it, but it'll be interesting. Hopefully, we do see it, but it'll be interesting to do so. So we have starting out here, Forgiving Crown, 1 free Cornerstone reroll for every reputation point gained during the drizzle season. Oh, interesting. Unclear, though, if you get that Cornerstone reroll, if you can accumulate those between drizzle seasons, or I think we had this one before. We never actually definitively figured that out. So we'll have to see. Looming Darkness, Muddy Ground, off-road speed is decreased by 30%. Horrors from Beneath, strange voices call out from the depths. Villagers working in mines get -10 to resolve during the storm. Okay, so we're probably going to want to not, which is, ooh, that's a bummer, because one of my strategies was to put people in the storm, put the woodcutters in the storm in the mine during the storm, to give them something to do. But now we can't do that. Oh, we can, but we lose a bunch of resolve, which is probably not the best idea. But it's also going to be a problem for me to remember why I have such low resolve on beavers. At Hostility 3, Cold Snap, villagers with this effect have 50% chance of consuming double, and it is complex food is mitigating that. And then all the way at Hostility 7, this is the Perishing one with prevented by 2 services. So this is not great in combination with this. Oof. Okay, well, at least this isn't. At least there's not one here that's really bad at like 4 or 5, because that would be even worse. So we are starting, we also have, of course, the biome effects and the world map modifier. So we are starting at 186 hostility, because we have the 150 points from the modifier, and then, of course, villagers minus the hearth. The zoom level has been greatly increased, 66% more by height, I guess, and now we can see much more easily the glades we have here. That's really nice. Thank you for that. And the reason they hadn't given us this before was because of some optimizations that games with large amounts of buildings or activity going on or something, the simulation just got a little too overwhelming for the game engine. So they've made some improvements to a couple things and made it much better. We brought the 3 foxes with us from, well, it could have been from either of the 2 additional people things. Could have been from, yeah, either one. And 2 additional beavers. So we have beavers and foxes that we know about so far. Another change that's new is you only see the species-specific houses for the species which you already have in your town. So if we could pull off not getting our 3rd species ever, and we played this one too, we would never see that 3rd species house. Although maybe we would if they appeared in a caravan, even if we didn't accept them. That'd be interesting to test out. If you have a chance to do that, let me know if you find a definitive answer to that one, because I don't know if we will. But now we no longer see the species houses that we're never going to see in this town, which is, I don't know why. I don't know why it took that long to have it, but then again, I didn't suggest it either, so I can't really judge. There is an expanded housing status tooltip here too, which shows us not just the number of homeless people, but how much free space we have in each type of house. So we know if we can remove houses, we know if we can accommodate the people from an order or from a glade event or something that we didn't have, or that we may or may not want to take due to a housing loss, maybe because we're going to a storm with a mystery that has a housing effect debuff. Okay, words, Wally. There you go. Woodcutter camps. Let's do this correctly here. 3 of these We could pop some of these small glades. I should pop that one first because we know there's something in there we want. This is my favorite layout, so we'll probably hit these two right after that. Maybe those three will just be our 3 focuses. And then let's go ahead and build some roads and unpause the game and let them build some roads and things here. You all can go here, and you can go there, here, and then the tiny one back there. My favorite layout. L shape. Pop. Oh good, they all finished at the same time this time. New tree marking tools. There is the regular one, of course, but then when you hold shift, it's not just a single tile anymore. It's a precision tool. So this is what was mentioned in that tooltip, or that pop-up at the beginning of the game. Now it is locked to the grid, and you can use it to select very specific trees. I'll still use the regular method, just because, well, it's easier to hit 3, but that's really, really, really useful. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, let's do this. But then if I screw up, then I can do like Shift-Alt to remove one of them. You know, like if I accidentally got this one, I could do Shift-Alt to remove that one, because I never screw these things up. It also seems like this one might be better too. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, I guess I need to put workers in there. Let's go here with Trace. Let's put the fox in here. A fox in there. Let's do this one. And then let's do this one. And that'll be just 2 of you for now. Alright, the 2 foxes are doing building. Now I gotta figure out where my ideal zoom level is, because I can't just go out to maximum anymore. Let's do crude workstation here. Let's do the right button there. Speed the game up. First building choice. Ooh. Interesting. Stamping mill sounds tempting. So does the smokehouse. Interesting. Interesting combination. See what the cornerstone is. Biscuit diet farmers, nope. We're not going to have much, if any, farming in this biome, so nope. Sorry, I had to mute myself there for a second. Prayer book. Scouts work 10% faster on glade events for every firekeeper assigned to a hearth. We could do that. Or the Royal Academy, blah, blah, blah. 20 reed, 20 clay for each discovered glade. Let's do that one. Because if I take the stamp mill, then I'll want to have an income of clay. And the best way to get that is that, because... Oh, no, also from the copper mines, too. But that's a good way to get that clay. Alright, we have our first glade. Drizzle water geyser, of course. A copper mine, a single copper mine, and some stone. We should also probably build out the stonecutter camp, too. And we could probably also build the field kitchen right there. Boom. We don't have the stuff for it. You know what? Actually, don't build it yet. Let's wait until we have the stuff. I'm going to pull one of these beavers out of here. Then go to help building things. They could potentially go to help chopping. Wait, I put that backwards. I did. Oopsie. Rotate. But I need roads built and buildings built, so I'm going to leave them 2 there. And then orders choices. Let's see. That one's easy enough to accomplish. Good enough stuff. Bunch of packs. I would say no to that. Well, we could get grain on the ground. The extra fabric is nice, but I think I'm going to do this one anyway. It comes back, though. Comparing that to Fox Resolve above 13, I'll do it this time. And then 3 glade events to get a weaver and a bonus to pickled goods and parts. I don't think so. Let's do the trade one here instead. Everybody's on their coffee break. Okay, building choice. I think I'm going to do the stamp mill. No? Yes. Herbalist camp is not as good, but yes. And then the furnace would be nice, but I think I'm going to go with the trapper. Because, well, trapper. Oh, there's the supplier. I would have rather had that for the flour recipe, to be honest. Let's go with... Let's go with the bakery. Don't like it, but we'll do it anyway. Alright, we have fertile soil, coal, swamp wheat, and leech brood mother. You know what I haven't seen? Maybe I haven't unlocked them yet? Is the clay pit and the greenhouse? Whatever the other one is. Coal and swamp wheat and meat. Let's get the trapper going. We have lots of meat there. And I should have done that when I did that one too. And then let's also get the forger for the wheat. Wheat. Okay, so I guess let's do this. I'm going to do 20s on this because we don't have any better recipes. And for any of these, because I've only offered, well, I was offered 2 of them. But you know me. Let's use the reeds. I don't think we'll ever get any plant fiber, but just in case, let's do it like this. And then put somebody in there. You can go in there. Packs, I'll wait a minute on. Actually, no, I shouldn't wait a minute. Let's limit it to 4 building materials, 3 of the other 2. 3, 4. Yeah, you can use those roots we brought with us. You can use the eggs we have brought with us. And this one, ugh. I also need a harvester camp to be built for the for this achievement here, or order there. We have a small encampment, good to more people. Mushrooms and stone, lots of stone today. Let's see, let's also do all these trees right here, all the way back to like that. Welcome new people for sure. And let's do, sure, we're gonna give them vegetables, that's fine. I will just send you to work for 57 seconds, that's fine. Let's go with housing now. Housing is over here, Wally. There you go. There. Nope. I will wait on that. I'm going to do these ones first. No, I should do these ones first because they're in the way of my housing. I want you to do this one first. Even though it's further away. And I'm out of people. I have 1, but I need them to do building. Because we need houses built. Because it's already clearance. I think it's time to pull another one out of here. Go down to 6. In which case, maybe I should just decommission one of them. But we're also going to get fox and a beaver here. Interesting that it shows a human. That is a human, right? Or is that it's not a beaver. No, it's not a beaver. That's a human. Humans have the weird hat thingy. Interesting that it shows a human and a fox when it's a beaver and a fox. I don't know if it always shows that. I don't know. Or maybe humans is our 3rd species here, which would be interesting for the farm purposes. I would actually like to have lizards here, but sometimes you can't get what you want. What did you grab first? Okay, good. Make those. We'll bake the other ones later. Yep, I'm retiring that one. Okay, good. That cleared. Now we need more houses built. Build. Alright, so now we just need a few more bricks made, which you should take care of. I'll let you make them out of clay for a little while, and then once I get somebody put in here, which actually I should do, we can probably switch to stone. If I remember. I'm gonna wait on that just to see if we get humans. And I also need a park or something. So park that right there. They changed the color and the contrast or in the opacity or something on this as well. So we can yeah, cold snap. Let's knock down some of our woodcutters then. Ouch. Okay. That's better. Not great. Not great at all. Freaking foxes. Let's see what happens. Of course, getting that house finished would help the fox out greatly. We're probably going to have to sacrifice, which is not good at this stage of the game. These only give one resolve at each level now. So you can get 3 resolve, but you have to get all the way to level 3 to get the third one, and you need to get to level 2 to get the second one. So we definitely want to do that additional resolve bonus as quickly as reasonable. We only have 13 people, so we can't get there yet anyway. But as soon as the next year pops, actually, we'll be good to go. So maybe I should just go ahead and stage out a garden. Okay, that raised your average up a little bit, but we're going to have to sacrifice, I think. 3 is 72. Yeah, we're going to have to sacrifice something. Ouch. I'm going to sacrifice... Well... Ouch. Okay. This is not good. Already. Can I do one more back? No. Come on, come on. There we go. Ouch. Deliver this, please. So we can turn that in. Beginning of the year. Ouch. There goes a fox. Dang it. Okay. Hauling cart, an automated rain pond cart will be assigned to every warehouse in the settlement to help transport resources between buildings. Or Smuggler's Visit. I think I have to do Smuggler's Visit. This is really great, Hauling Cart is. If it wasn't for the Smuggler's Visit, I would do Hauling Cart. The press order's newest invention, all workers have a plus 5% higher chance of producing double yields for every 90 points of expected corruption per minute in the Asian Hearth. This has been changed. They changed a lot of Cornerstones to not give just a straight up positive anymore. They now have a mixed result, so there is a bonus, but it will negatively affect some other aspect of gameplay that might be a competing strategy. So this one is good, but you have to have corruption or expected corruption in your hearth. So you have to leave cysts up for this one to be good, which is actually good because I tend to leave cysts up until I need to remove them. So that's actually a good one for me, but again, Smuggler's Visit, got to do it. So I think I need a crafting recipe here. And now you can also search for plank, and it'll show you all the buildings that make planks. That's a new feature as well. Thank you for giving me the Smuggler's Visit on this particular one, because, well, now I can show that. So I think it's probably between the carpenter and the lumber mill, because as I already said no to the supplier for multiple reasons, one of which is we don't have harpies, but we do have beavers, and these are both beaver buildings. And I could do the workshop. So the tempting thing about the workshop is it covers all 3 of my 2 stars. Excuse me, but only those. But you know what? It might actually be very tempting here. So let's do it. I never do this one anymore, but I think I should in this case. Let's move you out of the way. We don't need it yet. I'm just going to park it way down here someplace. Let's build that. Let's build 1 workshop. I might end up building multiple. When I say might, I mean will end up building multiple. Actually, no, don't build it yet, because it needs 4 of everything, and I want to turn in those 10 bricks first. Let's do the people. 3 or 2. Well, it is humans, so that was a possible hint down there, but it's a weird hint. So let's do that one, because, well, 3 is better than 2. Let's put 3 beavers back in this, and you're bored here because you've finished all of those. There's a new setting in the options. Gameplay. That is called... I'm going to try to find it here. Return stuff to... Auto-return disabled ingredients is... Okay, good. It's auto-checked, so we don't have to return those automatically, because our worker will do that for us. I didn't remove them, and you're going to now activate. Not going to activate. Maybe I have to do this. Okay, so the worker doesn't do it. The game just does it. That's interesting, but that works for me. Okay, you can hop out of there for right now. We're going to not make those other things just yet. Have you delivered? You just did. Okay, good. Let's have you stop making these things possible. No, actually, no, you're going to have to make some things. Let's buy this. Buy this? Yeah. And then let's take a look at what we need. We have 4, we have 2, we have 0. Okay, so we need you to make those 2 up to 4 of each. And for that matter, I could put a 4 in here, too. So the human house has got added here because we took in a human. I think the leather worker's best here. Although we don't need the fabric, but we also don't need the bricks. Do we want the better copper bar recipe? Maybe. Do we want the pie recipe? We took the bakery, right? Yeah, so we don't need the pie recipe. So I think the water skins and possibly the pigment would be very useful here. I could re-roll, but I think that's good enough. But I'm going to wait on that. So I'm not going to put the fabric in the workshop. Instead, I'm going to make it in the leather worker, I think. Although it doesn't actually matter except for production. Let's see here. We have 1 human. You can go down here and work. Put the beavers to work already. We could potentially have them work there, but I think we should have somebody gathering this instead. Since we know we're not getting lizards, we might as well start gathering meat with somebody. And then the 4 of you, we need more wood cutting going on. Should we open a danger glade? Possibly. We could do that one, this one, or that one. This one's probably closest. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's do that and this. Put a road in here or somebody. And we're going to build off of that coming in this way. Oops. Forgot to hold down Alt as well as Shift. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's put up another house here. And we'll get another one in there when the time comes. Actually, we didn't need even this house. Never you mind. We have enough housing. Because we lost 1, we gained 3, and we had 2 open. We can actually see that here. We have no free space at all. Okay. I like it. Let's see. You are still working on this stuff. How did you get... Oh, we must have had those in storage or something. That's fine. Oh, they were carrying 4 at the time, I think. Go ahead and finish that up. Switch this too, please. Although it doesn't matter anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and send these back because I don't want to disable them. I get the advantage, but I kind of would like it to also give me the option to do it when I uncheck the recipe. Have a workshop and give away a bunch of this stuff. Get a bonus to plank production, barrel production, and some parts, or complete 5 trade routes to get a bonus to water skins, some bricks, and some... Let's do this one. Why not? We have a workshop. Let's do the workshop one. Need for timber. Fell 50 trees in 5 minutes. To get fuel recipes are faster, some planks, and some water essence. Let's try it. I'm going to reactivate this one then. Let's put some beavers in there. And let's go to town. You can just hang out over here, though, and fell some trees. Control that, and we'll have these guys come and join you, probably, in a little while. Alright, we have Rain Spirit Totem, Medium Man and Cash, Coal times 3, Stone, Wheat, and Meat. Okay. Rain Spirit Totem. Do I have any? I don't have any free foxes. Let's free a fox from this one. I have 3 foxes total. 1, 2, and now the third one is free. How close are you to being done? We'll let you finish that. This can give. I can give this a little bit of time because we can also take a look at what we can do with it. Ouch. I guess I have to burn this thing down. Bummer, dude. Then we get the incense we need to keep it, but whatever. Let's see. You... Coffee break? No. No coffee breaks for you. Somebody else come and deliver that stuff, please. There we go. Okay, so this is done now. Pop you out of there. Send anything back. Nothing to send back. Let's build the workshop. Let's keep chopping trees. One of you could stay over here and chop some of these. The other one of you can come over here and chop some of these. The reason I'm moving them over here is because they're closer to the warehouse this way. But I do want to open this up a little bit more too. Although, you know what? I could do that later. Let's have you come over here and chop some of these trees too. Because we need to chop the trees more than we need anything else. We've already felled 10 trees in a minute, so we might pull this off. Let's see here. So I should have 2 of these guys now, right? I do. Burn it down. Let's get staged out a herbalist camp too, because we do have a little bit of mushroom over there. In less than 2 minutes. That's good. Chop, chop. Push you a little bit closer to this road because you can walk down that road. Push you a little bit closer to there. Don't have anybody build those roads, but I'm going to build them anyway. How are you all doing? Burninating. Okay, good. One, two, three. Oh, almost 40 in 3 minutes, so we're doing really good here. As long as nobody takes a coffee break for too long. You're doing deliveries. You're doing deliveries. There we go. We got them. Alright. I'm going to pull, again, 1 out of each. So I can have them to do building. Go back down to 6, and then we'll eventually knock it down to 2 of them again. Let's see. Training gear is good for the foxes, and only the foxes. Actually, there should be a thing now. Another new thing. Foxes. Packs of provisions at a better price would be nice. This would be good too, although we do already have 2-star flour. We could take the barrels and the better provisions here versus the training gear and the better provisions here. The scribe could be good as well. That would take care of the beavers only, though, times 2 plus the tools. And then the ranch, this is the one biome that I don't feel like I need the ranch in. Because, well, we don't have a good supply of most of these things. Even those. And we get plenty of meat and leather here. So, I think one of these two. But I'm a little bit torn as to which one to do. Barrels, let's see, we're going to at least have copper. We already have a copper smelting recipe. We haven't built the building yet, but we already can do that. But we also have leather skins, water skins coming, and pottery coming, so we don't really need barrels. So let's do this one, the manufactory. But I do need to build that other building. Stamping mill. That's a 2. That can go there. I never did go back to building the field kitchen. That can go there. And bakery we'll do in a little bit. Leatherworker we'll do soon. Soon. TM. You all can keep moving kind of over and down and around a little bit. Alright, let's get 2 beavers to work in here. No pipes. 30s all down. I'll go ahead and let them make fabric for now, although we should do this first. This first, second. No, wait. Yeah, let's do it that way. I did it backwards before, I think. And then bricks, I want you to only use that, because we're going to use the pottery, the clay for pottery. And you grab wood first, that's good. That's good. Okay, make planks. We need lots of planks to make lots of packs here. AFK, just a second. Welcome back. Sorry about that. And recording this at a weird time of day, and it's the last Wednesday of the month. And at this time of day, there's a test that goes on with a siren that is loud, and you might have heard it just before I paused, and I didn't want to have it going for 2 minutes or whatever it goes for. So I paused for 2 minutes. All right, so let's get these guys out of the way so that they can empty out and finish up their jobs here. We can assign them out to these ones instead. A little bit more. There you go. All done. And again, I don't know if I'm going to end up using this one or not, but I'm going to put it out of the way for right now. Down here someplace. Alright, we are back at hostility 3 again. Or actually at hostility 4, so probably just have to deal with this. They may eat double if they take a break during the storm, so we'll just have to deal. We're good on housing. We need to get that geyser going. Geyser pump. I haven't done it yet because we were trying to save up for materials, but now we're doing okay. So let's get that going. Let's get a leatherworker started too. Right here. And that's going to need bricks that we don't have yet, but we are making them as reasonably fast as possible. And once we get the leatherworker up and running, actually I could turn this off. Send back the fabric stuffs. And then we'll be even better. Everybody's unhappy. Everybody's unhappy. Let's pull everybody out then. That's still not good enough. That dang 150 hostility is killing me already. Alright, we're going to have to deal with this then. I might sacrifice some, but I'm going to sacrifice a lot. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not. So I might actually have to have 3 woodcutters full of people most of the time to keep these people alive. I'm going to sacrifice 2 stacks of wood already. Ouch. That's painful. You know what we could do also? We could put up the trading post. I don't think I'm going to open a glade this year because that's also painful. Although we could. We're pretty close to this one. Maybe we should. Except this is, yeah. None of that. let's get somebody in here making fabric. Like that, I think. Okay. Oops. Man, I did a little too much there. Let's do this. Let's do that. Bring you over here, too. Load them down with... I spent too many of them on other things. Sahilda. If we had money. Maybe. It's actually not horrible. +1 to mushroom production. Actually, I'd rather have the tree farm here. Haulers can carry 5 more items, 5 more goods at once. Interesting. Interesting. Either way, I can't afford any of that, so we're not going to do it right now. This I can delete, right? Yes, I can delete this. Because this completely replaces that. Oh, I like the red box. You don't have enough of this crap. That's nice. Given what we have, don't really want to spend any provisions at this moment, so I think I'm going to wait on this. Let's do Cornerstone. Could have used that one before. Could still use it, but I could have used that one before. Let's do this. And then we'll do this, 3 or 3. I'd like to have the extra humans. I think I'll do this one. I can swap around some people for some beavers. Let's do this one. Because I have beavers in like the workshop and the leatherworker and stuff, so I could put in maybe a human in there. Trapper's camp, yeah, I can get beavers from elsewhere. I want to leave probably 2 builders, although what am I building? Not building anything, and I have these 2 in here too, so let's swap around one of you also. At least. I think though I'm going to put the other human out here. Didn't I just swap somebody in, or did I add somebody in? Guess I didn't swap them. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that yet. Packs of building materials. How are we doing on planks? Not enough. Keep planking it. Let's go in here. You 2 almost done? No. Because I got a long walk. I should have built them a warehouse, but I didn't. Sahilda's leaving. It's fine. Come on back. Alright, we have a Harmony Spirit Altar, Large Encampment, Stamping Bell, Copper, Clarence Water Geyser, nice. Stone, wheat, we can't get because it's a big one, and large mushrooms we also can't get. Alright, we're going to have to burn this down, or we could use, actually, if we waited a minute, we could use this to calm the spirits and get this. It's going to cost me 15 amber that I don't have, though. I might have to burn this down. Resolve drops 500% faster, that would be fine. But what do I have to burn this down with? Nothing. Nothing. Ugh. Okay. Well then. This is not good. But this also needs to be a shorter episode, so I'm going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And on the other stuff that's going on, I may have to wait again on more building materials. Although we could use something other than planks, I suppose. Not that I have anything else either. We might just have to wait a bit on building materials until we have all the things we need on that one. And we might have to use the planks to burn this down, which is not great since it costs 24. But we could also mine a little bit of coal down here. We only need 6 more, so that wouldn't take too long. If I have the stuff to build the mine, I do. Maybe I should just get that ready. Let's get that ready either way. Somebody can come down there and build that when you get done building that road. We could also open up this encampment real quick to get 4 more people. That might not be a bad idea either. Maybe I'll pull one of the foxes off of the unload process and have them do that instead. Let me know your thoughts, and in the next episode, we'll continue this. If there's any of the major updates that I missed so far, let me know, but I think I highlighted most of them. So let me know if there's anything else you want me to highlight or show off or talk about. Otherwise, I will leave this here, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.